It is going to be starting now, though. We are on furious heights between Tox and Av3k. Tosspot, why don't you start us off?
Here we go, it's on board with Tox, and he collects the Mega as he darts through. Yellow's been picked up by Av3k as the shards are there as well. Lower yellow is up and gone from Tox as he spies Av3k around that corner. The rail has been shot by Av3k, but doesn't do much. Tox rearms and now goes looking for him. He did a little bit of damage to Av3k, but not enough for any real optimism from the Swedish camp. He will wade out those grenades dropping down at red and follow up with a few shots onto Av3k as well. Yellow's up and Tox is in a beautiful position for a fight now.
Yeah, this has been a pretty awesome start for him, really. He just the mega help with his Av3k's going to go through the teleporter. Is he going to try and make the jump across? He does, wow. But levitating with that
so
LG.
Good. So good.
Oh.
That's ridiculous.
That is some absolutely staggering lightning gun, and that is really the power of the Swede when it, when he really comes into it. And now with the next red as well, he's going to pick up a yellow. His stack is absolutely monstrous, but he's missing. There's the lightning gun ammunition, something he definitely needs if he want to keep working some fights like he just did. We got another fight coming here. Is Av3k going to try and flee from the situation, or are they going to fight it to the bitter end? Some more rocket damage coming out, and Tox starting to show the aggression, and there it is, 2-0 now for Tox on Furious Heights.
And insta-timing onto that Mega as well, allowing him to chase. He rails Av3k right in the buttocks, and now picks up that rail himself to continue his dominance. He finds himself looking for him. Another rail, 2 in a row. Can he follow it up with the LG? You bet he can. Av3k must be on life support now. Tox tries to finish him off. Av3k still going, still somehow going. Tox smells the kill, and he can't quite finish it off. Here it is, rails into the sky for 3 frags up, and Tox is purring at the moment.
Yeah, Av3k really going to be limping. He's still coming over, tries to make on. He even gets onto the mega health. Those efforts from Tox was not enough to stop the force pushing onto that power up. Wow, and that's probably the easiest rail I've seen Tox miss so far this tournament. Not one that you expect to see, but red armor. In just a second, Tox looking around the corner. He wants to get on there, but a great move there by Av3k as he picks up this frag. Insane stuff going on here. And
I think Tox's rocket actually propelled Av3k up into a position where he could shoot at Tox.
Those 2 rockets were amazing, and there was a really great position by Tox. So I think he knew that was gonna die anyway, so he tried to get as much damage as possible.
From this position, 3-1 up. Tox, keep going aggressive or take a step back.
I think we should probably get a few yellow armors, try to battle it up a little bit at Mega Room. Right now Av3k has a lot of stuff. So.
What's going through your head at this moment in time? You've lost the first 2 maps, you win on DM6 in your style, and you start at this one. Are you just all guns blazing, adrenaline if you're Sturmy in this situation?
Yeah, for sure, especially because I had Tox had 3 frags lead, a really good start, so he was hitting his shots. So I think Tox should definitely feel really confident, and he should keep playing his game.
Machine gun chase there, double rocket puts his opponent up into the sky. One more would do it, but he can't quite finish it off, and they escape one another's clutches once again, Zoot.
Yeah, and Av3k using so much ammunition on so many different guns in that instance, and he wasn't able to pick up the frag. But just seeing Tox leaving the room, he decides, I'll just pick up that yellow instead, restock on that railgun, and maybe think about the rockets or the fact that Tox is in front of me, and I want to get one more frag. He does need to make this comeback still, and he has plenty of time. Tox dropping down, and some more damage coming out of Av3k. Still searching for these rail angles. Is Tox going to offer him anything here? Just trying to get out. And there it is. He does eventually pick up that rail frag, making a decision. Is it going to be Mega or red? He does decide on the red, and Tox is going to go down again. Surely here, he's been so evasive, and the lightning gun just isn't connecting. And once again, Av3k out of ammunition. What on earth just happened?
In a word, dodge.
He took so much damage right there. And he was in such a good position because he had both red armor and Mega spawning at the same time at the lower yellow, so he could have had such a big stack. And now, he's about to attack red armor, and he took it. Tox, I guess, didn't. Actually, he's delaying it, which is not a bad idea because then it's not going to spawn, at the same time as Mega.
Switching over to Tox with all of 3 points of health. He does collect the bubble to go up to 28, but he has that one frag advantage that's gone as Tox was lined up by Av3k, and Av3k now knows that this is his moment to close this one out. We're halfway through map 4 of Tox versus Av3k here in the FACEIT Quake Legends Grand Final, and Tox is point blank up against Av3k, and Av3k's LG is strong. The force is strong with this one as he takes the lead into 4-3 he goes. And now he will be looking to build up an advantage as he has all the armor he could possibly want.
Yeah, we might want a tiebreaker, Mac, but Av3k certainly does, and that would be a lot of additional pressure. Finishing it to the end, and wow, what a direct rocket. Tox taking an immense amount of damage. Is Av3k going to chase through a teleport? He spots him at the top, but he can't deal anything from that angle. Oh, the direct rocket, but the rail to return, and Av3k brings it 5-3. Once again, Red and Megas are both up. Av3k to make a decision. And it's going to be the Mega, so he's letting Tox get himself a little bit of a stack here.
Yeah, that's really good for Tox. I mean, he got killed, but he spawned at the opposite side of the maps, managed to pick up the red armor, the railgun yellow, and I think right now he's just missing the weapons.
There's definitely a map in which you can get a couple of frags in a couple of seconds, if you will. And so, with 4 minutes to go, Tox won't be too worried at this stage. But as Av3k seems to land more and more rails, Tox has got to be slightly concerned that Av3k will become a dominant force in this. He needs to keep the deficit down and then follow it up. Good rail from Tox there. Can't follow it up with the third, and Mega is collected. Tox will quickly dart away. Excellent rail from Tox. Takes away all of Av3k's armor. He does quickly drop down to collect the 50 and goes away, but Tox jumps around the corner, hits another rail. Av3k has to go for the next yellow armor. Next rail's hit by Tox. This is absolutely sensational stuff from Tox as he looks to follow it up. He's got no health, but as long as he's got his trusty rail, which is out of ammo, he has a chance.
He definitely wants that rail ammo back so he can do more of what he was just doing then. Some absolutely staggering shots that he's pulling out of the bag. But, you know, so low on resources at the moment. He is desperate to get some armors. He's got the yellow. There's a red there, but going to get a direct rocket, but Av3k is going to be pinching that red armor away. He's putting a little delay on it. Seems like he's there. He's still hanging around, and Tox did manage to get a timing on it, so that is definitely an important factor there. But still, he needs something more than that, and not Av3k to be fishing these really great rails on him. He does make it above the 80 HP margin, but then with that rail, it puts him down, and Av3k, one more. It is 6-3 now, and Tox here being aggressive, getting some fairly good plasma, but Av3k's just so stacked at the moment. And wow, 7-3. With just over 2 minutes left, what are your thoughts, Semi?
It's gonna be really, really tough for Tox to get back in the game right now, in my honest opinion. I think, I mean, he tried too much, you know. Every time he got killed, he tried to rely too much on his aim, maybe being too aggressive and give out too many frags.
He got Av3k down to just 6 points of health in that last exchange. Can he finish him off? One frag could spawn another, and we could be back on. There are just 2 minutes left, a little under 2 minutes left for Toxic to send us to a 5th map. As he makes his way across to the yellow, does Av3k, and will hold down. He's on 81, 110. Mega's up and is collected. I'm not sure the last time Tox even saw that Mega, as now Av3k has reasserted his control, and Toxic is going to have to deliver something that you feel is only he can, and it's going to have to come off the end of that rail if he's to get himself back in.
Yeah, but Av3k, he's got to start having a warmer feeling in his heart at the moment. He's only 1 minute and 20 seconds away from possibly taking down this this title, and probably one of the fan favorites as well after all the recent activities. Av3k has got to be feeling good about his chances here. Just got to play defensive for the last minute, and maybe another frag just to top it off. Tox being aggressive here. Can Av3k defend it? He can, and it is going to be 9-3 with less than a minute left. And is this going to seal the deal? Tox rushing in once more, and Av3k sweeping him in the air with that lightning gun. And is this going to be it? Av3k 3-1, quite possibly. And as he just fights Tox once more, and it looks like Tox is just going, all out here. There's nothing else he can really do.
Unlucky for Tox, this is going to be the game for Av3k. 11-3 becomes 12-3, and for everything Tox has offered in this game, for every time he's made us reminisce of the wonderful Johan Quick, it ultimately hasn't been for him. the Day of Champions. Av3k, who wanted that title, you say, because of his poor showing in the last DreamHack. He wants to go out on a high. He may well have done so, and in beating Cooler and in beating Tox, that pretty much does make you one hell of a champion.
Beating Cypher as well.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Av3k